Yo, what's up YouTube? I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be doing another reaction video, and today we're going to be reacting to another horror anime called Wansee Entertainment. Man has 1.38 million subscribers. Just subscribe to him. Go subscribe to him as well, and also subscribe to me please if you want more content like this. Also give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And the first one we're going to be watching is The Man in the Building. Okay, the man encounter in the building followed me. We stalked you.
My name is Mark.
Bruh,
This story happened when I was in the
child.
7th grade.
One
day in July, school had just ended, so me and my friends grabbed our bikes to leave. I used to ride a bike to my house with a couple of my friends. We had a pretty nice neighborhood.
Why do these two have no friends? Are they like Slenderman? What's going on?
So, my parents and I thought that nothing bad would happen.
Well, they clearly thought wrong.
But we were completely wrong.
Yup.
When we got on our bikes...
Who are these people? These are questions I need to be answered.
Friends decided to go to someone's house. Everyone except for me and the new kid that I didn't know very well. So, we just said goodbye to the others and continued riding our bikes on our way home.
See you later.
Since my house was a block away from his, we were heading the same way. And we came across a new office building across the street from my house back then. Then I came up with an idea.
I'ma eat your ass! I ain't gonna beat your ass, I'ma eat your ass!
Hey, why don't we check out that office under construction?
Evil smell, bro. You know he's gonna do some suspicious activity.
He agreed. And then we turned back around and started riding to the construction site, which took about 30 minutes. Once we got there, we wanted to go inside, so quietly, we opened the door and went up to the 7th floor. Keep in mind, this office building was pretty much finished, but not exactly fully finished just yet.
It's not finished, is it?
Bruh.
Just then, we heard something that sounded like someone's footsteps. At first, we brushed it off as if it was just the floor creaking, but then we heard a gun reloading.
No, you didn't.
Looking at each other in panic, we immediately started running down the stairs. A loud gunshot went off, and someone pushed me down the stairs just at that moment. Thankfully, but then we heard a gun reloading. Looking at each other in panic,
why does the outside look like they're in a tornado in the middle of a desert?
Immediately started running down the stairs. A loud gunshot went off, and someone pushed me down the stairs just at that moment. Thankfully, there was a carpet below, so I wasn't hurt bad, but still needed someone's help to pull me up. The other kid looked behind to see me on the ground and picked me up.
Where's the other kid?
We were both panicking back then. The adrenaline surged so hard and we both kept running down the stairs. We decided to look behind us when we arrived on the 5th floor. There was nobody, but we could hear someone running towards us. We didn't have a choice other than to keep running. It didn't take long to get to the 1st floor. When we managed to get out of the building, I looked behind the door again and couldn't believe what I was seeing.
It's a human! No
there were 5 men chasing us.
Oh, scary! Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
Going at you. Why is there 5 men in a building?
We hopped on our bikes and rode all the way to my house.
Way too goofy to be real.
When we got to my house, we jumped inside and decided to look out of the peephole to make sure that nobody was waiting outside. To my horror,
why is there always this spinning thing? What is that? What is that supposed to be?
Eyes through my peephole. I screamed at the top of my lungs, picked up the phone and immediately dialed 911. Thankfully, they arrived quickly. I'm sure that the police had noticed how frightened we were. The scariest thing was that the guy was still there,
Man looks like Joker.
even when the cops had just arrived.
Looks like a monkey kind of, not gonna lie.
However, he had soon disappeared when we walked outside to speak to the cops. And after their full investigation of the neighborhood, they found nobody.
Interesting.
Now,
What could have you went?
it's
I
been
wonder.
5 years since this incident.
Sure, not went
However,
to church and say, man.
it wasn't the end.
Oh wow, okay.
2 days ago, I was walking across the street to go to my friend's house. The same kid that I was with on that fateful day. Just then, I saw someone across the street.
Oh my god, bro!
There was the
I saw you
same
got
man
caught
that
by the
chased me
police.
and my friend
What
down
is that
that day.
spinning thing?
He was smiling so widely,
Oh, what the fuck?
Ooh,
as if it
yummy.
looked like someone stitched his mouth all the way to his ears.
You.
He looked straight at me, and then started
Oh.
rotating his head
He's possessed.
at a full 360
That's normal.
degrees.
That's normal, man. My Uncle John used to do it the
I
whole time.
screamed at the top of my lungs and started running down the street to my friend's house. Fortunately, I got to his house safely, but I still don't know how that could have even been possible. It wasn't my imagination,
Probably was,
and
to
my
be
mind
fair.
wasn't
Like,
playing tricks on me,
probably is, to be fair.
but it was so realistic.
No, he's outside your door, son.
day,
Why? Well, I don't know
I'm
anymore.
still afraid of him, and worried about that one day if I see him again. This time,
That's so funny.
But it could do
Look at him.
much, much worse.
Okay. Alright. That was some horror story. We're gonna see. I don't know. Elevator horror story. Okay. Okie dokie.
Do you want to make money effortlessly? I am happy to announce
Oh,
that today's sponsor is
sponsorship.
Honeygate. Make extra cash now by simply sharing your internet connection. It is just like Airbnb or Uber.
No,
Only
you're
in
not
this
making
case,
money. You're
you're
saving
employing
money.
your device
I'm
rather than
tired.
your house or car. Now hear me out. It won't cover your living costs, but millions use Honeygate to pay for their Netflix or Spotify subscriptions, buy
Or
games
see
or in-game
on the-
items
a
every
completely
month.
different thing.
The app doesn't collect any personal data.
On the last Friday in July, just before noon, Margaret Myers finished the report she'd been typing and shut down her laptop before emerging from her office. She made her way to the elevator, stopped by her assistant's office, and tapped on the door gently
I never heard a
before slightly
woman
opening it.
narrate horror stories.
Cindy, I'm headed down to the cafe for lunch. You want anything? She asked. Cindy placed one hand over the office phone, looked up, and mouthed the words, "No, thank you."
Okay.
This was the last time anyone saw Margaret alive.
Oh.
Surveillance cameras captured her leaving the office complex on the 16th floor and entering the elevator. She'd
Alright, I
pressed
think
the
this might
down
be true.
button while chatting on her cell.
Never-
Presumably, she was headed to the cafeteria on the second floor, but never emerged from the elevator there,
But
nor any other floor
she went to
in
the
the
dark
building,
rooms.
including the roof and basement.
She definitely didn't play the
It
game where.
wasn't until 2 o'clock.
She definitely didn't play the game where you what's called press buttons in an order and then you're in this other dimension or some shit where there's like no service or anything available. And I think you have to like the only way to get back is you have to press the buttons in the same exact order to get back to the real world. I don't know. It's probably just it's a myth. I don't know if it's real. I don't know.
That Cindy noticed she hadn't read this was
She has some big titties
entirely
on, Jesus
unusual.
Christ.
However, her boss was notoriously punctual. If she were running late for anything, she could be relied upon to make it known to her assistant. Cindy sent a text, but hadn't become overly concerned. Margaret
Cindy
was
looks
a
so tired.
well-known and equally well-liked attorney in a prominent law firm, and thus her schedule could be erratic. Additionally, Cindy had a mountain of paperwork to attend to. So her absence was soon forgotten. Around 5, she packed up her briefcase and visited Margaret's office to have a word before leaving for the day. The office was empty. Again, she
Look there.
didn't consider this odd enough to be alarmed. Sometimes she held meetings that ran late, so Cindy might have
What is this
something to say.
music, son?
With a
Relax.
busy weekend planned
Not
with
even
her
is
new
happening,
boyfriend,
like,
she was
Jesus.
eager to hurry home and prepare. The weekend
Shut up.
passed with no sign of Margaret. Calls and texts
Cindy.
went unanswered.
Cindy.
And by Tuesday morning, law enforcement agencies, co-workers, volunteers, friends, and neighbors
Margaret
were
Myers.
frantically searching for her.
Microwave's coming out of the closet and kill her.
Maintenance staff scoured the building with no trace. Security staff worked overtime with detectives to review and scrutinize every second of known footage, and were still left completely clueless. On Friday, a paralegal noticed a peculiar smell within an elevator and called
she's dead,
maintenance.
son.
It was the same elevator that Margaret had
It's her
been
dead
seen
corpse.
entering but not leaving. Her body was discovered on top of the elevator. The maintenance hatch of the elevator's cabin was intact, locked, and securely tagged with no evidence of tampering. The autopsy revealed little, citing only faint traces of minor cuts and bruises, but nothing significant.
How is she
The
dying?
coroner's official cause of death was death by misadventure and/or natural causes.
Natural causes, bro.
To this day, it still remains
What, did she
unknown
die of
exactly
stress or
how
some shit,
why her
like?
body came to be on top of the
Lost a
elevator.
couple of games of
A
Mortal Kombat.
sizable reward offered by the law firm has never been claimed, and the mystery remains unsolved. If you have any information, please
Here's
contact
Gerald.
us immediately.
It's E.T. It's E.D. 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 Alright, we're gonna watch one more. Why not? Here's music. Okay. The convenience store. Yeah, let's watch this. Wait, there's always ads at the start of this.
I'm a guy in my 20s working part-time at a convenience store. This unforgettable incident is the scariest thing I've ever experienced while working here.
Okay.
It was a few months ago.
Bro. I don't know what that looks... I don't know what that's supposed to be. Are they supposed to be lighters? I think these are supposed to be lighters because black yolks. It looks like a 5-year-old just grabbed a crayon and just colored these in. It doesn't look that great, man. I'm disappointed in you.
A few months ago, there was a boy who came to the convenience store every day. He looked like a middle school student and wore a baseball cap.
Why is he crying, bro? Did his
However,
dad beat him?
He was
No.
always crying whenever I looked closely at his face.
Yeah, bro, he crying.
I thought he might have some backstory. Seeing him every day, I felt a sense of closeness toward him. So I asked him what was going on, but he always kept his mouth shut and never said anything. The strange thing was that there was always a very big guy following him.
Bro.
At first, I thought he would be one of his family members, but he had a suspicious look about him. One day, the child hesitated as if to tell me something. Then the big guy approached him, and he glanced at the man and went outside with him. I knew something was going on.
A bit dodgy, man. There's a big lad
He seemed
falling
like
the
he
whole
needed
thing.
help. I made up my mind to talk to him. and help him.
What the fuck? In the face I make. The face I make when I see a child. What? What the fuck?
Poor kid when he comes in next time. The next day, the boy came back to the convenience store. Still, he was wearing a baseball hat, and the big guy was following from behind. Once again, I plucked up my courage and asked quietly what was going on. He glanced back and
Feels
seemed
so
to say
scared.
something. but said nothing. I whispered to him, "I'll help you. I'll call the police if you need me to." Then he opened his eyes wide and quietly said, "No." He looked terrified. Poor thing. I wanted to help this kid.
Oh, he's angry.
Then the man
He's
behind
angry, bro.
looked at us with a frown, approached and cried. I couldn't get the kid
Nice
out
cap.
of my head the entire time,
Well, it's just great, so.
but I didn't know what to do. The next day, he showed up again. I told him again that I would help any way I could.
He doesn't
He
want
still
you.
remained silent and gave me no response. This time, I eventually decided to follow the kid.
Who's gonna...
After he left, I closed the
There's no
convenience
keyhole.
store and followed him in secret. I guessed that the child was living close to the convenience store, and I was right.
Well, why did he go in there every day?
I
He didn't
found
really
out the
buy anything,
location of
like.
his house. When this big guy who was always following the child went somewhere else, I grabbed the kid's shoulder. He looked at me with a shocked face, looked around, and soon began to talk to me. He said that he was kidnapped and was watched by the other men.
Oh. Oh, shit.
I don't know when they would come. He also told me to run as soon as possible.
Oh.
Hey,
Scourge.
let me help you. However, he kept saying that if I called the police, we would all die.
Oh.
Then he hurriedly pushed me and went into the house. I was so confused. Then two larger men
Oh,
suddenly
shit.
approached and asked me,
Ah, you're fucked.
"What are you doing here?
Lol.
Do you know the kid?"
You're dead.
While I was in a panic, they suddenly grabbed me, tried to drag me into the house, and one rummaged in his pockets. I pushed them away with all my might and ran like crazy. I could hear the men shouting, "Get back here, or I'll kill this kid."
What? Oh, that's so... Okay.
I was worried about him, but I had no choice but to run in fear. Eventually, I got out of there and shivered for a long time.
Traumatic
I
experience,
tried
yeah.
to call the police, but suddenly remembered the child's face telling me not to call them. I couldn't do anything.
Well, let's see. If they kill you, they're
Time
gonna be
just
in worse
went
of
by,
trouble
but
than they would have
I
been
didn't even have the
if they
courage
just
to
kidnapped
go
the
there
child.
again.
So,
I haven't seen him since that day. After so many days, he no longer showed up at the convenience store. He was even no longer seen near his house.
where'd he go?
After that, I quit working at the convenience store and stayed in fear for a long time. But I still live that day in my mind. It's just a constant loop. I wonder what happened to the kid.
He looks like Ash Ketchum.
What kind of men were they?
Of course, they seem holy and
And
nice,
is he
like.
still alive?
You don't know that, man. Probably is, though, to be honest. That was Wansee Wansee Entertainment. Go subscribe to him. Go check him out. He makes pretty good horror animations, like glam arts. I hope you did enjoy this video. Please do leave a like, subscribe. If you're new, hit the notification so you don't miss an upload. Comment down below any other ideas you want me to do in the future, and I'll see you next one, guys. Peace. Bye bye.